Only 2 of this 11 started against Al Hilal in that Club World Cup game. And Haaland was one of them. Ait Nouri was the other. And you can see that the 2 sets of players are coming together as a unified message of celebration that we're all part of the City Football Group, given the opportunity to move on. Now he is back. And City get the first opportunity for the locals to get excited, and forward comes Brunori in full fitness. It'll clip in as well, which was useful, and the layoff wasn't bad either. They've just changed it. It's an outswinger on the header, inches by the post. Well, that caught City out, and it could easily have been 1-0 Palermo.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good ball in, and it's a ball that goes over early.
He did infield. Ait Nouri dwelt on it, lost it, and the clip in was dangerous, and City is stretched here, and the ball's gone out for a goal kick, but it wasn't too far away from Segre.
Yeah, I mean, just again,
certainly during his time in Liga in France, and also for drives forward, brings in Marmouche, shot deflects, and Gomis did well to prevent a corner.
Just looking at Haaland there, I think he's just complaining of his teammate. I think it was neat.
Baggio. Now here comes another City legend. Marmouche takes a tumble, tried to get through the legs of the backpedaling Jassi, scoring with a header from Ceccaroni just wide. Lewis takes a tumble on the edge of the area. Biddable tee throughout 25-26, and here's Cherki, who I'm sure will see plenty of again to Ait Nouri, and on by Cherki, but it's too firm, and it ends in the possession of the Senegalese. Got Ceccaroni, and a foul by Nico, and a free kick to Palermo.
Yeah, he's just trying to nick in front of the player there, unfortunately just caught.
The other 22 travelled. Paulo was off. Marmouche just ran away from Ait Nouri, but he a bit tight in there. But the Blues trying to get themselves out, they can't. And in the end,
Players do have that.
So at the moment, we've got a free kick, which is driven too firmly by Ait Nouri. It goes out for a goal kick. Now Cherki trying to thread it through. Target's still in there. And did it hit a Palermo player? No, it didn't. It's a goal kick.
Not too sure which player it was. It might have been Marmouche for the free kick initially.
Or somehow Haaland. That's on towards Bob, and well, that's a bookable offence, really. A tug of the shirt from Ceccaroni at the edge of the area. Cherki's delivery was Ranocchia, flags up for offside against Paulo. Paulo is disappointed. Cleared by Augello, back in by Nico, and here comes City now on the counter. O'Reilly tried to help it on to Marmouche. He's Haaland on the edge and scores. First sight of goal for Erling Haaland. He works it from left boot to right, and the slide rule finish. Yeah, normal service resumed.
It is. I mean, it's the first kind of sniff, really. He's had a goal. Initially, I'm thinking as he's touched, maybe he's just been a little bit too far, but he hits it very, very quickly. I think it goes through the defender's legs. But whilst he hasn't been involved that much, he's always kind of made himself available, and you can see him sometimes getting a little bit frustrated because the ball sometimes wasn't coming to him. But when it has got up to him, particularly the long ball, he's got it.
Because of his incredible influence with Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool, as Paulo goes in. Trafford is there to gather simply. Paulo is frustrated, he couldn't get more on it.
Yeah, I think Trafford's obviously just thought...
Excited about the arrival of Pep Lijnders in the City coaching staff. So here comes Palermo with Brunori. It's well defended. Football, is there an end product? Haaland, and then prodded over by Ait Nouri. The football was intricate, and in the end, the finish not quite as good as what had preceded it, but that was lovely football.
It was, yeah, some great little interplay, good little runs. just comes to Antoniori just a little bit.
Clipping towards Stones. Here's Stones. Well, he stayed up, and in the end it came to him. I think he tried to prod it to Cherki, but that was ambition from Stones.
Yeah, you could see he was trying to join.
Excited, sniffing an opportunity, but Trafford is there to grab it confidently.
Yeah, I think he'd be pleased with that. The first one, who just were like, I don't care, give us it.
Cherki there trying to curl it into the path of Marmouche. It's a real talent though, isn't it? I mean, your natural instinct is not to play it to a player to express themselves again. Cross comes Kuzanov, and he thinks it should be a goal kick, but it is a Palermo corner.
Thanks as well, but also to him.
Now here comes Haaland. He's got an option in Marmouche. Oh, he tried to thread it through. You could see the run, you could see the angled pass, but so too did try to see the best of him next season, or this season, starting next week, as there he is again to clear. On towards Haaland, good idea, glanced on by Haaland. Clear, working some space, now Aitnori, great ball in. Cleared by Ceccarone. Ball over the top. It's going to be cut out by Kuzanov, and he's there to... Wins it back, onto Bob. Is he onside? Yes, he is. And off the line, Cherki thought he'd scored. Giassi was there to get a foot in, and Diakite clears it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big chance.
In front of Cherki, but then Bob pops in. He's got opportunities, trying to thread it through to Haaland. Though Silva on his outside, lovely ball inside instead to...
I'll get him out at some stage.
Ruben Diaz has also come on, as well as Nathan Ake, as well as Manuel Akan.
Good players in that midfield.
Corner's taken short this time by Palermo. Cleared high expectations of Reinders, but I'll tell you what, I think we've got ourselves an absolute Palermo, though. You can see at the bottom of the picture who's gone off, but it's easier to see the left side, as he loves to do. Oh, was he caught? He says he wasn't. Goal kick.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a penalty. I think, yeah, it might be shoulder to shoulder, but as you sort of said, the things that he's been doing have been very impressive.
Lovely play from Doku. City will win it back. Bernardo Silva, Savinho. Well, he tried to find Reinders. Plenty forward, Palermo. As Ederson clasps the ball to his Jello. Poyenpalo, away by Ake. As Savinho lays it off to Reinders, and Reinders pops it into the net. We talked about the runs he makes. We talked about the fact that he loves to supplement the forward line, and he just popped it into the back of the net. City lead 2-0. And it looks as though it's the cue for Divine Mukasa to come on, but that's a super goal.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we were talking about him. We've mentioned him 2 or 3 times in this second half, and
he's still got a little bit of defending to do, and it goes over the top. That's the closest that Palermo have come to a goal. One of their substitutes who came on, Le Douaron, and he just towed it over the bar.
Great ball in, but it's a good run.
Peddling because the Blues are stretched again. Good sliding challenge by Diaz, and it's turned over the top of the crossbar on the swivel by Palumbo.
Yeah, it's a good ball in. Diaz does very well with this slide.
In towards Reinders again. And because they've got Reinders with that mindset of driving forward, it allows Mukasa to have a bit of a free roll himself.
It does, yeah, because he is making those runs.
Outside goes Matheus Nunes, and it's well caught by Gomes.
Yeah, good run by Nunes. Defended us quite well, actually.
Too close to Ederson. And here's Reinders again getting in. Good save by Gomes. Doku can't get to the rebound, and the referee says there's a foul. But there it is again. Reinders showing his incredible desire to get into the box.
He's such a threat, and I mean he's obviously clearly got a very, very good engine. He reads the game really well, as I said, he must be
well, there's plenty in there. Mukasa on the outside, Doku goes alone, and his shot was blocked.
Ready.
That's a great ball. The flag has stayed down, and Savinho's put it wide. Great ball by Gundogan. Savinho wide of the post.
Yeah, he's got to score. When they said the flag had stayed down.
Ahead of that, maybe you'll listen to Reinders, because he scored for the second time, having nearly scored earlier. He could have had a hat-trick. He's got two, and City have a 3-0 lead. And the more you watch Reinders, the more you say to yourself, he is a gem.
Absolutely. I mean, again, it's just that late run, that direct run. Nobody's picking him up. I'm pretty sure if we go back, I bet he stood next to the Palermo player initially, and he just runs away from him. He's not shouting at his teammates, the Palermo player, to pick him up. He's away, just comes inside, just